Your child is screaming over the wrong cup. You gave them blue, but somehow it's the wrong blue, and you're trapped in that spiral where logic fails, distraction fails, walking away makes it worse. And here's what nobody tells you. What you do in the next 60 seconds will either end this or turn it into a 30-minute meltdown that leaves you both destroyed. But most parents are doing the exact thing that makes tantrums worse. Not because you're bad, but because every instinct you have is wrong. And I'm about to show you something Korean families discovered about the nervous system that changes everything. Something so counterintuitive you'll think it can't work, but I'm going to prove this method ends meltdowns in 60 seconds. And here's the shock. The secret isn't what you say to your child, it's what you do to yourself first. Let me show you what happens when your instinct is to fix it fast. You correct, redirect, rationalize, you're being ridiculous, calm down. We don't cry over spilled milk. And here's what you don't realize. When you come with control, your child's brain reads it as threat. Their fear center activates. They dig in harder. What could have been 30 seconds becomes 10 minutes, and they're learning big feelings get you in trouble. So hide them or scream louder if you've done this, if you felt that. Panic and responded with control. You're not broken, you're human. This is what we were taught, but Korean families figured out something completely different. In Korean culture, there's Jeong. It's hard to translate, but it's emotional harmony, deep empathy, shared presence, and it flips how parents respond when children are overwhelmed. Picture this: a Korean grandmother watching her grandson scream over a broken toy. She doesn't speak, doesn't correct. She sits beside him, hand on his back, just breathes, and within seconds his crying shifts, like watching a storm pass. That's Jeong in action. Korean parents don't rush to fix emotion, they absorb it. First, because they understand when you stay calm, your child borrows your calm. Your body teaches their body to regulate. When you panic, they panic harder. When you slow down, they naturally slow down too. This is co-regulation. Your child's brain can't calm itself, yet so it syncs with yours. Slow presence is faster than quick fixes. That's the foundation of what we're learning. Let me name this method for you. I'm calling it the Jeong Pause, and it's called a pause because the first move is counterintuitive. You pause, you stop all your fixing energy, you lower your entire nervous system. You create a calm space around your child instead of trying to drag them out of their chaos. And I'm going to show you 5 specific steps that work in 60 seconds, not 5 minutes or an hour. 60 seconds from meltdown to calm, and I want you to follow along with the timing because when you see how fast this actually works, you'll understand why Korean parents look so unshaken when their kids are losing it. But here's what you need to know. This only works if you do all 5 steps in order. Skip one, and you'll get partial results. Do them all, and you'll watch your child's nervous system reset right in front of your eyes. Ready? 60 seconds. That's all we need. Let's count it down together. Step 1 is lower your energy and your body. And the instant you see the meltdown starting, or even when it's already in full swing, you're going to do 3 things simultaneously. First, take 1 real breath, not a frustrated sigh, but an actual deep inhale through your nose and slow exhale through your mouth. Second, drop your shoulders because they're probably up around your ears right now. And third, crouch down or sit down so you're at their eye level, not towering over them like a giant, not standing while they're small, but meeting them where they are. And here's what happens when you do these 3 things at once. Your child's brain reads this combination of signals as safety. Their amygdala, the fear center, starts to downshift because you're not a threat anymore. You're not trying to control or loom or intimidate. You're just there, grounded, calm, present, and this takes 10 seconds. 10 seconds to completely change the energy in the room. 50 seconds to go. Step 2 is silent connection. And you're at their eye level now. You're breathing calmly. Your shoulders are down. And here's what you don't do yet. You don't speak, you don't explain, you don't say anything at all. Instead, you just make gentle eye contact, not staring them down, but letting them see your face, letting them see that you're not angry, that you're not scared, that you're just here with them. And here's what's happening in this moment. Your child is watching you, their body is literally scanning yours for cues about whether the situation is dangerous or safe. And when they see your calm face and your steady breathing, their nervous system starts to match it. 3 to 5 seconds of just breathing together without words, eye contact without pressure, presence without agenda. 45 seconds to go. Step 3 is the gentle touch. And still without speaking, you're going to offer physical connection. Maybe you lightly hold their hand or rest your palm on their shoulder or back. Some children will lean into this immediately because they're desperate for that grounding. Others will need a moment to decide if they trust it, and some won't want to be touched at all, and that's completely okay. You adapt to your child, but the core stays the same. They feel your presence. They know you're there. And here's what's happening neurologically in this moment. Your calm, steady touch is sending a direct message to their brainstem, the most primitive part of their brain, and that message says this is survivable, you're safe, I'm not leaving. And here's what shocks most parents. Many tantrums de-escalate right here at this step. You'll actually feel the tension drain out of their little body. They stop fighting because they feel seen, they feel held. They're not alone anymore. 10 to 15 seconds for this step. 30 seconds to go. Now let me show you what this looks like in real life so you can see the difference. Without the Jeong Pause, your child screams because you cut their sandwich wrong. You say stop being ridiculous, it tastes exactly the same. They scream louder. You get frustrated. You threaten to take the sandwich away entirely. They throw themselves on the floor, and now you're in a 15-minute battle over bread, but with a Jeong Pause, same sandwich crisis. Same child screaming, but you do something different. You crouch down, you take that breath, you gently touch their shoulder, you say absolutely nothing, and you watch as their shoulders drop, their fists unclench, their face softens, the intensity shifts before they've even stopped crying. That's the power of regulation. Now we're ready for step 4. Step 4 is name the feeling. And now, and only now after you've regulated yourself and connected with them and offered that physical grounding, now you speak, but you don't explain or lecture or try to teach a lesson. You simply witness what they're experiencing. You say you're really upset right now, you wanted the sandwich whole, and now it's cut. That's so frustrating, and you keep it simple, no judgment in your voice. No, but it's okay anyway, no trying to fix it yet, just pure acknowledgement. And here's where everything changes, because your child feels understood, not corrected. They feel seen, not dismissed. And when a child feels truly understood, the need to keep screaming diminishes. They've been heard, the message got through. And let me show you what happens in the brain when you do this. When you name their emotion accurately, you're activating their prefrontal cortex. You're bringing the thinking brain back online. You're giving language to what feels like overwhelming chaos. And that act of naming actually reduces the emotional intensity. It's called affect labeling, and neuroscientists can measure it on brain scans. So you might say that toy broke and you're really sad about that, or you wanted to keep playing and now it's time to go. That's hard. And here's what might surprise you. The crying might actually get louder for a moment, and that's good. That's not escalation, that's release. That's their nervous system finally feeling safe. Enough to let the emotion move through. 10 to 15 seconds for this step. 15 seconds remaining. Step 5 is breathe together. And finally you invite them into the next moment. Not a command, but an invitation. You say, let's take some deep breaths together. When you're ready, we can figure this out. And notice the language. Together, when you're ready, we can. You're not sending them away to calm down alone. You're not isolating them in timeout. You're staying present. You're moving through this with them. And this teaches something crucial that will shape how they handle emotions for the rest of their life. When I'm overwhelmed, I'm not alone. I don't have to stay stuck in this feeling. There's a way through, and someone is here to show me. You're still there, you're still with them, you're both breathing, and the tantrum has softened. The intensity has shifted from frantic to manageable, from alone to connected, and that's it. 60 seconds done. Let me tell you what just happened in those 60 seconds that changed everything. You stopped adding stress to an already stressed system. Your body signaled safety instead of threat. You validated their emotion instead of fighting it. You stayed present instead of reacting, and their nervous system borrowed your calm. But here's what matters most, and this is the part that makes this method life-changing. You didn't just end a tantrum. You taught their brain a completely new pattern. Because when your child has a meltdown, the emotional part of their brain, the limbic system, hijacks the logical part, the prefrontal cortex, which is why reasoning doesn't work, explanations bounce off. Logic fails completely, but felt safety, calm presence, emotional attunement, that reaches them every time. And once they feel safe, the logical brain comes back online. Now they can think, now they can process, now they're actually available to learn. But here's the real payoff that happens over time. You're rewiring how their brain handles emotion for the rest of their life. Over time, sometimes in just 3 to 5 days, tantrums become less frequent and intense, not because you're controlling them, but because their brain is learning. Emotions can be survived, they're not dangerous. I can move through them, that pattern compounds. But I know what you're thinking. What if it doesn't work right away? Let me show you what to expect. Day 1 you try this and your child screams louder. They're confused because you're responding differently. You're calm while they're screaming. That's the teaching moment, not failure. Day 3, the crying sounds different, less frantic, more like release. They're beginning to trust the pattern. Day 5, your child has a meltdown but recovers in half the time. And when calm, they come for a hug instead of pushing away. This isn't magic, it's pattern training. Patterns take consistency, not perfection. You're retraining a nervous system wired for reactivity. That rewiring takes repetition, but most parents report genuine shifts. Within 3 to 5 days of gentle, consistent practice, real observable changes in how they respond. Let me show you what this looks like 6 months in. Your child comes home from school, throws their backpack down, bursts into tears. You don't know why yet. The old you would have said, "What happened? Why are you crying?" Use your words. But now you just crouch down, breathe, place your hand on their shoulder, and wait. Here's what happens. Within seconds, they crawl into your lap and the story tumbles out. The friend who said something mean, the game they weren't included in, they tell you because they know you can handle their big feelings, because you've proven it over and over in those 60-second moments. That's not just tantrum management. That's trust. That's emotional security. That's the foundation of who they'll become. Your child's tantrums don't just get shorter, they become rarer, because they learn their biggest feelings don't push you away. That emotion doesn't mean abandonment, that they can fall apart and still be loved. You'll notice it in small ways. They come to you faster when upset. They cry instead of rage. They let you help. That's not obedience, that's trust. Tantrums that used to last 15 minutes over in 3. The rage that used to escalate now de-escalates. Their body learns a new pattern, and you get something back. You get to be the steady ground instead of part of the chaos. You get to model how emotions work. You become the calm your child needs, and they become the emotionally secure person you want them to be. So here's your challenge. The next time your child melts down, and it'll probably be today, try something radical. Don't fix it, don't stop it, don't control it. Just pause, drop your energy and body, meet their eyes without words, touch their shoulder, name what they're feeling, and breathe together. Set a timer if you want. Watch how fast it works. Remember that blue cup from the beginning, the wrong shade of blue. Here's the thing, with the Jeong Pause, it's still the wrong cup. The sandwich is still cut wrong. The toy is still broken, but your child learns something more valuable than getting what they want. They learn their biggest feelings don't push you away, that they're safe even when they're not okay, that you're the steady ground beneath their feet, and that changes everything. Your child won't remember every tantrum, but they'll remember how you made them feel when they were at their worst. So choose to be the calm they need starting in the next 60 seconds. Then come back. Tell me what shifted, comment below. Share your story, because this method works, not perfectly, but genuinely, reliably, in a way that transforms both of you. You've got this.